In this episode of Victorian Transport Operators, we look at some of the smaller bus companies that run through Melbourne. Some of these bus companies have lack of information about them on Google, but I hope you enjoy. Broadmeadows Bus Service originated in the northwestern suburbs of Melbourne in the mid-1960s. From its humble beginnings as a route service operation, with only a handful of buses, Broadmeadows Bus Service has developed and grown into a very efficient and reliable route service. Cranbourne Transit is a small bus company that works in the Cranbourne area. Castoria Bus Lines originated in the northwestern suburbs of Melbourne in the mid-1960s. From its humble beginnings as a route service operation, with only a handful of buses, Castoria Bus Lines has developed and grown into one of the largest fleets of coaches and buses in Victoria. With over 150 modern vehicles on the road, Castoria Bus Lines provides a variety of services to the Melbourne community. Martyrs Bus and Coach Company has grown from a single 1927 Essex sedan, to a large fleet of vehicles, managed by their team of friendly staff. As locals who are passionate about showcasing their stunning region, they are able to bring a rich history and in-depth understanding of the Yarra Valley to their charters and tours. Moonee Valley Bus Lines. After being involved in the bus industry since 1950, Ray Higginson bought a bus serving Dawson Street, Brunswick in 1964. By 1966 he had registered the name Moonee Valley Bus Lines, and in 1969 bought out the other operators on the service in partnership with Joe Bellafiore. Charter services in Melbourne began in 1968, which expanded to Australia-wide touring and camping tours in 1970, which was when the first new dedicated charter coach was bought. The early 70s saw more expansion with the purchase of Newland Bus Service in Caulfield, later taken over solely by Joe Bellafiore in 1985 when their partnership dissolved, and a share in Expo Adventure, a specialist travel agency. During this time, countless numbers of tours carrying hundreds of thousands of passengers were operated by Moonee Valley Coaches and Expo Adventure and their subcontractors. The second generation of the Higginson family joined the company in 1978 when Gary became an apprentice mechanic, later coach captain and now director of the company. The 80s saw further strengthening of the family involvement when Craig began to work with his father and brother. 100% of Expo Adventure was purchased. There was also more local expansion, with Moonee Valley Coaches operating contracted urban and rural school runs on behalf of the Government of Victoria. And in 1987 Route 503 from Essendon to East Brunswick was acquired from Cunningham Bus Lines, which cemented Moonee Valley Coaches' place in the local community. The third generation became an integral part of the company, with Gary's son Daniel joining the company full-time in 2010. In the same year, Ray's contribution to the bus industry was recognized when he was inducted into the National Road Transport Hall of Fame at Alice Springs, and later receiving Lifetime Achievement recognition for his many years of contribution to the Bus Association of Victoria. For some reason, when I tried to go to Moreland's website, it took me to an equestrian page. So I will skip them. And I also couldn't get onto Panorama's website either. So they will also be skipped. I got the same error as Moreland for Ryan Brothers too. So I will also skip them. In 2019, Transit Systems acquired Seater Bus Lines Pty Limited and Seater Coaches Pty Limited, collectively trading as the Seater Group. The acquisition of the Seater Group marks Transit Systems' strategic entry into the Victorian bus market. The Seater Group currently operates 21 bus routes providing public transport to the city and western suburbs, with services to East Melbourne, North Melbourne, Moonee Ponds, Footscray, Yarraville, Newport, Williamstown, Altona North, Sunshine, Deer Park, Caroline Springs and Melton. Founded in 1959, the Seater Group has a long history of providing high-quality services that today move 3 million passengers each year. Sunbury Bus Service and Sunbury Coaches was established in 1980 when Don Mackenzie and Richard Baird purchased a small, 8-vehicle school bus operation from W.J. Trayweek. In the years that followed, the business expanded to include touring coaches and route service vehicles. A small route service consisting of north and south routes commenced in Sunbury in 1982. These two routes remain today as the 481 and 485 routes, although the vehicles and routes look very different today than when they first began. Sunbury's fleet is now 77 vehicles and consists of school bus, minibus, low-floor route service buses, touring coaches and safari trailers. Unfortunately, there was also an error getting onto Tullamarines website too. But I can't blame them because they are small companies after all. Thank you for watching City Gunzels. Please like, share and subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.